Hey everyone, Becky from Week 99er here. So back in November, I went down to South Carolina with BMW. They were hosting BMW Test Fest. This is where automotive journalists get together, they fly us in, they host us, and we get to test out the latest in their vehicle lineup. Now, BMW Group not only has BMW there, but also Rolls-Royce and Mini Cooper. So while we were there, there was the big reveal for the brand new black badge Rolls-Royce Cullinan, which that video I will link to above. But they were also revealing, and the first time media journalists got to play with the new BMW X6, I believe it is. So while we were there, we had a brief safety tutorial. Mostly what to do and not to do while on the track and with their vehicles. Same thing that most of the brands do for us. But we were also just walked out and said, here are our cars, go ahead and drive. Fantastic. So while we're there, I mean, there's Rolls-Royce, there's Mini Cooper, there's BMW, beautiful cars, whole parking lot of beautiful cars. If I can find, I took a short little video showing the parking lot. I will put that above or over this or something if I can find that video. But I went with a certain goal, not only to get content for my site as well as another site that I write for. And that content will be coming out over the next several weeks of the different vehicles that I got to experience and drive. But also, I wanted to drive over $1 million of cars in one day. So that should be relatively easy, you would think. Mostly because the Rolls-Royce Cullinan was $440,000 on its own. There was another Rolls-Royce, what one was it? The Wraith, that's what it was. There was the Wraith that I wanted to get behind the wheel of so bad, but it was gone every time I get back with a car. But I did make it to my $1 million. I actually did $1 million and 50 cars. So while doing that, I did record about each car for you, the price points, and the big highlights of the vehicle. So enjoy the ride. We're going to drive around. Well, I didn't actually record while driving because you're not supposed to do that. So enjoy the ride as we go around and check out all these different cars and different options. From the affordable Mini Cooper that started I want to say it was a John Cooper Works. That one was a $50,000 car, all the way up to the Rolls-Royce Cullinan at $440,000. So here we go. Hey everyone, so we are still at the BMW Group Test Fest, and this morning I am out trying out a bunch of their different cars. And the first one I'm driving around is a Rolls-Royce Cullinan. You might hear some squealing in the background. That's a test track behind me. Some people are doing hot laps right now, so I'm going to make this short and quick so you guys can check out this car. So let me switch this camera around for you. Here is the 2019 Rolls-Royce Cullinan. This comes in at about $420,000. So you have every luxury that you can think to have in here. Now, generally, this is going to be a chauffeur vehicle, but this is something that if you like driving an ultra smooth car, you love all the luxury, this is perfect for you. If you notice that there is this nice little teal lining on here, the teal comes inside as well, and that's the first thing that caught my eye on this car. We have this stark white interior and this bright teal detailing in here. Now, I did ask the Rolls-Royce rep if there was any color limitation, and she said whatever color you want, and at this price point that makes sense. So we do have the push to start here on the left hand side, and the thing that threw me just for a little bit, we do have a shifter up here, and it is on the stick. It isn't, you know, in the center like we'd expect. Instead, it's the infotainment in the center. Every part of this car is made with luxury high-end materials. Even the floor mat is this nice cushy carpet. It's fantastic. And one of the things I absolutely love about this, we have suicide doors. So if you are being let into this vehicle by a chauffeur or, you know, whoever's opening the vehicle for you, you have easy access. You don't have to worry about the door swing. Even in these doors, we have USB-Cs. You can charge, have everything you want. You can control everything from here and in the back seat. And I believe I'm going to try to take this down to show you. Trying to open that up. There we go. There is a button on the side, and you have your own entertainment and tray area. So you can store everything you need right here, and you can see where you're going. And since this is a chauffeur vehicle, you are going to be in control of all of the entertainment. So I'm going to try to close that one-handed. There we go. And let's open up this one here in the center. So right there in the center, you have your own infotainment controller and knob right there. Fantastic little feature. And if you can see down in the center, in the footwell area over there, you even have your own heater vent. You have everything you need to stay comfortable in this vehicle. So one thing that also kind of amazed me, oh, actually, let's play with this cup holder as well. We have these huge cushions and these nice pillow tops up here. So we're going to push that open. And we're going to open this up. We have, look at that, you guys. How awesome is that? You have an area to chill your champagne, glasses, and even bottles for your favorite liqueur back there. It is beautiful, nice little crystal, beautiful little details. Turn that on and you would have that nice and chilled. So we're going to close that up. Maybe I'll be doing that after the fact. And if you look in the very back window, we have glass separating you from the storage area. So let's go into that back storage area and take a look. Now these back storage areas, obviously this one came in from Georgia. We have a lot of trunk and luggage space. So if you're going on vacation, you have that. And we have this lower portion as well that you just push a button and it'll pop down and you have an easy way to get your bags in and out. But it is separated between you and the back. So you have your own kind of back window away from that. So it's these nice little touches. So we're going to close that up. All right. So let's get into the vehicle and check out and see how this works. Now, if you heard, I just closed the back door. Very gentle as you close it. You can't really, if you can't slam these doors. They are a quiet vehicle. So let's get in here. And we're going to go over this a little bit more. And it's going to take me a minute because I have to reach way over to get the door. So we have beautiful kind of burlwood interior, nice book ending here, and this nice leather interior on the seats, I believe is hand stitched. But you can even check and see on the doors there, we even have the logo kind of embossed. And I think we have a wasp trying to make its way in the vehicle with us. So we have clocks and we have everything we need, and I'm going to push button start over here on the left, which is a little disorienting for me. And let me find a way to turn that down. We do have a large mapping screen, and it's not in your way. It's not going to pop up. We do also, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it or not, we do have a heads-up display telling us exactly where we're supposed to go. Like I said, driving, put it in drive. We use this stick over here. So let me make sure this door is fully closed. And so if we're looking here in the center console, we do have all of the infotainment controls here, just like the back passenger will have. And then we do have things for inclines and for going off-roading. Now, I don't know who is actually off-roading in a Rolls-Royce, but if you are, please comment below and let me know. You know, it has everything that you would need to be comfortable as a driver as well as a passenger in this vehicle. And I believe the front and back seats, there are massaging seats. We even have heated seats and heating steered wheels. Anything that you would need for cool weather. So the Rolls-Royce Cullinan is not going to be in everybody's price point. It is way beyond my price point, but at the same time, this is a car that's going to give you an ultra perfect drive. And I will tell you, for this vehicle, besides it is fun to drive, you're going to turn heads all around as you're doing it. I got several looks from people. Seeing a Rolls-Royce out in the wild is very interesting, and a lot of people don't see it every day. So it's a really fun little car. Again, the price point on this is $420,000. Now, I will say one thing that did shock me, it does only get 14 miles to the gallon. However, if you're willing to spend $420,000 on a vehicle, that's a non-issue for you. So I will have a full write-up on this vehicle, and I will also put a link for this car for the Rolls-Royce website below. I will be checking out another model and seeing a brand new one that's coming to market that I'll be able to give you some more information on later this week. Hey everyone, so we've gone from the really fancy cars, so now we're doing more of a sporty car. So my hair is crazy right now because I am driving the M8 convertible. This starts at about $140,000, but I just want to show you what this beautiful car has in store for you. So hold on one second, let's flip this around so you can see this beautiful car. We are parked in the middle of Greer, South Carolina. They have some very scenic areas here, but look at just the shape on this car. Now this is a convertible. I do have the top down, even though the sky is a little bit foreboding here, but it does seat 4, and we're going to get in and I'm going to show you just how this car sounds when you start it up. The interior here, this kind of yellow leather and this hand stitching is absolutely amazing. Like I said, the price point is about $140,000. So it's a fun little ride, and let's get in and see what she can do for us. Now, I'm obviously not going to be driving and filming at the same time, but I just want you to see what you can get in this vehicle. So we have this beautiful, beautiful hand stitching, and I'm noticing these doors open really, really wide. Obviously, we have everything we need in here. Now, just like every other car I've had on this trip, I have to figure out where the start button is. This one, it is in the center console, so listen to this roar. So she has some definite kick behind her. I'm going to take off here in a minute. We do have this top up feature right here. All I have to do is push that. We do have heated seats. I think we have cooled seats as well. Everything that you could want in this vehicle, plus just a fun, sporty ride. Now, let me look and see what other features we have. Now, it does seat 4, however, the people in the back seat will not have much of leg room at all. Mileage, we have 17 miles per gallon. It does have Apple CarPlay, tailgate power. You do have neck warmers, so that, if you look here, we have our own heating vent in the back just for your neck. That is pretty cool, isn't it? So we do have this big nav system as well. Everything you can need. Climate control, which is actually pretty good while we're driving here with the top down. Just a fun little car to drive. So let's move on to the next car. Hey everyone, okay, so now we have the BMW X7. This is a 2020 model, and this is one of the special ones that it has an extra Swarovski crystal package. So this seats 6 or 7 people. This is what they picked me up at the airport with. And I just want to show you how beautiful this car is inside. So hold on. Actually, before we even get inside, look at the nice streamlined exterior of this car. It's got the BMW laser lights in there. Just simple, white, and beautiful. Now this one comes in at $112,000. And let's get inside so I can show you just how pretty she is. We're gonna climb up a little bit in here. So I mentioned that this has Swarovski crystal in it. They put faceted shifting knobs for the entertainment, all of that is Swarovski crystal. And when I asked when they picked me up about it, they said that this package is only another $500. So it's not a huge amount when it comes to the total cost of this vehicle. So like some of the others, the start button is here in the center console. It is at faceted crystal. So we're going to start that car up. And you can control everything in here. And I believe the next step up in this model, they can actually control everything from the back seat, kind of like the chauffeur model type vehicles. Price point, like I said, is this one is actually $114,000, and it gets about 17 miles to the gallon. It does have navigation, climate control, heated and cooled seats. It has pretty much everything that you would want in a nice luxury car that is getting you where you need to go. So this one is just, it's got beautiful hand-stitched leather, everything that you need and want in here. And if I can show you, I'm not sure if I can show you this. Let me switch this up. we do have this beautiful panoramic view at the top. It does have this starlight liner. As the sun comes through, it kind of glitters like there's stars up there, and there are ambient lights up there at night that you can actually run, and you can change it to different LED colors at night, so you can have your own kind of glow when you're in this car. So this one, we are adding on to our drive count for the day. This one is a nice smooth ride as we go through the local cities here. So let's check out the next car. Wow, they're noisy. Okay, so we're back over by the track, and right now we're driving the most affordable car so far of our lineup. There are others that are more affordable, but none that we have driven so far. This is the 2020 John Cooper Works Mini, and it's the Countryman. It is super cute, and it has a few surprises in it that I did not expect. So let's check it out. So when we see Mini Coopers on the road, we assume they're just tiny, tiny compact cars. Now this car comes in at about $50,000. It does Brembo brakes, it looks like. I do have the key in my pocket because there's only two ways to open this trunk, and one of them is on this fun little key fob. And I love that everything in here is kind of circular, just like the logo. So we're going to pop this open. And look at the amount of luggage and trunk space back here. And for such a small car, I'm really pleasantly surprised at this. And let's see if I can push that again. Nope. So reach up and close that. You can hear those hot laps going on behind me. Back seat does seat 3. Whoever's in the back, there is access to USB drives. It looks like they're USB-C. It looks like that's what is turning standard. So people can grab what they need and they can charge as they go. And there's enough ports in this vehicle for everybody to stay charged on the go. And that is super important. So this car is super adorable. Just look how friendly and happy it is. But let's get inside and I will show you what surprised me the most. So just like every other car that I've driven today, this one starts a little different than everything else. Again, we have the circular theme going with the gears and the dials and all of that. So we have the center console here, and we have over here where you have the gauges, all of that. Everything is cute and circular, just like the vehicle. But what really shocked me, I have more than enough legroom in here. Let me close this door behind me, make it a little quieter. Even the latch here, that is circular. Everything is super cute. But how do we start this car? Because normally I would look over here for a start button or some, like we had on the Rolls Royce, or on the left. Instead, we actually have this toggle down here. So we have a few of these toggles, and they have those also up here as well. But I'm going to switch the camera around and show you the most surprising thing for this Mini, for me at least. So hold on. Okay, so here we are. I'm inside the Mini, and there is probably a good, 6-7 inches above my head space. So if you're really tall, this may oddly be a good car for you. It may seem a little weird being, tall people always end up in the very small cars, but I like the amount of space, and it's a comfortable ride. It doesn't seem like it's super, it is a compact car, but it doesn't seem like you're squished in here, and there's plenty of space. I'm going to have to look up the dimensions because we're currently on the lookout for a new car. So for me, this is definitely something that I didn't think we would consider. And coming in at about $50,000, it's got everything we need. So I'm going to fire this up and switch this camera back around for you guys. Okay, remember to start. There we go. She's got a good engine noise. We do have this little beeping happening because I'm not buckled up. The heads-up display actually is just this little pop-up, and it just popped up for us. But look at this infotainment system. It is rectangular in there, but everything is circular, including, we do have the button for it down here. So we're going to cycle through this really quick. So we have everything from navigation, something about my Mini connected, notifications, communication, and media. So let's check out my Mini. So let's see what's in there. So you have system settings, country timer, driver profiles, vehicle status, all of this information that you can pull in here, including your digital owner's manual. So that is really pretty cool, and it is all based right there in that big center console. Again, super cute. Everything is these cute little circles, just like the logo. So let's move on to the next car and see what else we can get behind the wheel of. All right, everybody, so it's a little noisy here. I keep trying to find new locations to find and shoot these cars for you, but we are in the 2020 X6. This is the all-new X6, and I want to show you this vehicle. It is very pretty, so I'm going to turn this camera around and do a quick walk around. I'm going to do it on the opposite side of traffic because I'm right by a busy road. So here she is, the X6. It comes in at about $97,000. This one seats 5 passengers. It is the sweet new little kind of coupe car. We have the hand-stitched leather that we can expect in every BMW that we've driven today. Beautiful and comfortable ride. Let's check out the back seat really quick before hopping in. Back seat here, we do have our micro USB charging, and then they do have their own climate control. So that is awesome. Now, this back storage area is unlike any of the others that we've seen so far. We do just pull this little handle here and it pops right up. It is a large storage area. It does say we have a first aid area here. I believe that's not first aid. But we do have this kind of thing to hide. We have this vanity shield. We have everything we need to conceal what we have in here. And as soon as this car passes, we're going to get in the X6 and I'm going to show you what is happening inside there. So we are in the X6 now. Alright, I'm going to turn off these four-ways because they're a little noisy. Not as noisy as outside though. So we do have everything that we expect in any of these models from BMW at this point. We make sure that we have, we have our hands-free calling, everything else. Like I said, we do have this hand-stitched leather. We do have our cup holders that are in here in this compartment. Easy goes right up. We do have, I believe, wireless charging in there as well. And we do have a USB spot. Now, just like the X7 earlier, we do have the Swarovski crystal package in here. From what I was told, like I said, it's only an extra $500. We have all of the faceted portions as well, including the start button right here. So let's power this on and turn that down. We do have navigation, maps, everything, and I can control it by this infotainment dial right down here. So everything is just, I can zoom in and out, I can choose home, I can find connectivity. I believe there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. May or may not be in this model. I will put a note below if it is. And it has everything that we're looking for in this car. Super great ride. We do have the heated and cooled seats. And this is, it is more affordable than the X7. And it is a car that you could take your family around in. Okay, just like a lot of these other models, there is so many features in these cars that I'm not able to go over them for you in this quick video. But what I will do is I will put a link for each one of these vehicles below if you're interested in getting them for yourself or finding out more information. And we will have write-ups about these vehicles as we go. So let's hold on and see what else I can drive before this event ends. See you soon. So we're going to do one more car, hoping for one more before the end of the day, but every time I go back to the lot, that car is gone. This is the 2020 BMW Alpina. Now I will tell you, I heard that they have less of these out there, and they're higher in demand than Rolls-Royce, but the price point's a bit lower. So let's flip this around, I'll give you a walk around of the car and show you some of the really nice features. It reminds me more of a chauffeur car than it does any of the other BMWs that I've driven so far. So this is the Alpina. It seats 5 or 4 if you use the center entertainment console. It is just a snazzy looking car. I will pull the Monroney out when I get in the car, but it does have the hand-stitched leather. You have heated seats, massaging seats, and these great privacy screens that you can put up in the back seat. The back passenger does have their own control of everything. They can lean their seat back, all of that. just from their own control panel. And I want to show you this trunk before we even get back in this car. And I did leave it running because I am running out of time today to make my goal. Look how deep that trunk is. You can use this for all the shopping that you want to do. You could fit a whole TV in there. So let's get inside the car. And I'm going to show you some really neat features in here. So like every other BMW, I keep saying this, we have that hand-sewn leather interior. It is nice and supple. We have massaging seats for the front and the back. Right now, I do have the back turned off, but we are going to do a whole body experience, and we're going to turn it on to 2, and I'm going to enjoy a massage on the way back. Like I said too, the back seat passenger can control everything from where they are. You can control it as well, in case you don't want the person in the back to control it. Now, it doesn't have the same badge that the other BMWs do, but it is fantastic. It just has its own character. Now, when it does have those shades in the back, I'll flip the camera around really quick. So you can see we have the privacy shades, and I can control that from here, and all 3 of those privacy shades are going down right now. You can get a little more privacy and just hit the button again. Super quick and easy, just from where you're sitting. Really, really cool. I'm really enjoying, you know, everything from the map system, everything in this car. And let me pull out that Monroney for you so we can look at how much this car actually... All right, you guys, so the total cost for this 2020 BMW Alpina B7 xDrive is going to come in at $153,195. So this puts us right over our goal for our driving today. It does have the panoramic sky with LED roof. It does have ventilated seats, touch tablet for the command. There is a Wi-Fi hotspot in here. You could be sitting in the back, having somebody drive you around and be doing your work in the back seat. How fantastic is that? So this one is one of our top picks from this. It is a beautiful car. It has all the features that you're going to want. And it is a bit of a jump down in price when it comes to this compared to like the Rolls-Royce. So we're going to try to fit in 1, maybe 2 more cars today. So I'm going back to go choose another one.